Ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back to Beyond Our Universe Tarot. Today we are going to be looking into the energy surrounding the entertainer RayJ. It's been known in the news recently, earlier in January of this year, that RayJ was hospitalized in Las Vegas for severe pneumonia and heart-related issues. He has publicly shared that doctors told him that his heart was functioning at only about 25% of normal capacity, a sign of serious heart damage. So doctors allegedly have prescribed him multiple medications to manage his condition. And also they have warned him about his seriousness of his health to make sure he takes it easy and takes care of himself. And just as early as yesterday, February the 16th, RayJ was seen performing at a concert in Shreveport, Louisiana, or actually on the 14th, I'm sorry. And it looked like he had blood coming from his eyes. And some people were saying that they saw like a chest patch. So they were just kind of sparking rumors that he's really, really sick. And they weren't sure if it was real blood or what exactly was going on with him, if he was experiencing a medical event while on stage. But we're going to take a quick look here at his energy and see what is going on with RayJ. So I'm going to pick out a significator card, and I think I'm going to pick out Temperance. And the reason why I'm picking out Temperance is because that is a card that indicates health. So we are going to look around and see, or you know what, instead of that, we're going to choose the Moon. We're going to choose the Moon card. All right, because the Moon is all about hidden things, crises, problems, issues. Okay, Spirit, please show me what is surrounding around RayJ's energy at this current time. Okay, so we're going to take a look into that. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. And I may toggle the camera back a little bit so you guys can see. Have a little bit of a wider view. Okay, so far, this is looking a little bit tough. Okay. What's going on with his energy, Spirit? Okay. Okay, let me pull back a little bit so you guys can see just a little bit. Okay, I don't know if you can see a little bit further. Okay, there we go. Okay, so the first card that we have picked out, aside from the Moon, or really the second card, would be Five of Wands, which is the card of conflict. Okay, it's the card of disagreements, fighting, drama, competition, frustration, confusion, just a hot mess of things surrounding his energy. I'm feeling like he is feeling a sea of emotions and has been dealing with a lot of conflicting issues right now. He's not in the best state currently. Of course, we all know that with his health, but also with his personal life. He is not in the best state here. I feel like he's fighting a lot of demons. I feel like there's a lot of internal issues that he's been dealing with, trying to figure out where to go, what to do, and actually kind of finding fault with himself. I think that he's kind of taking a look at himself for the first time and taking a step back and kind of reassessing things. The reason why I say that is because we have the wise counselor here. Okay, this is the Hierophant. This is the card of unity. This is the card of religion, spiritual matters, higher education, higher self, learning. So I feel like he is actually starting to take assessment of where he currently is in his life. His life has pretty much, recently been, let's just face it, a train wreck, okay? He's been battling with relationship problems with his wife. His wife is beautiful, by the way, Princess Love. And of course, a other host of things, battling it out with other people in the entertainment industry and also in his personal life. Just wreaking havoc and just a lot of problems. But I do see here that after he got sick, he was able to kind of see a spiritual light here to where he's starting to see, okay, I'm needing to make some changes here. I'm starting to see kind of where I went wrong and what I need to do to kind of make things better. I'm picking up, this may sound crazy, but I'm picking up that when he was in the hospital, that he had a spiritual encounter or experience that shook him up very badly. And it wasn't just the fact that he could possibly, his mortality is at risk here, but it was almost like Spirit was saying to him, if you don't get your shit together, you don't start to treat people right, you don't start to do the things that you're supposed to be doing or that you need to be doing for yourself and your family, you're going to really pay some dire consequences here. So he's had a shook up here. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like this was a wake-up call from Spirit, that this has been building up throughout the years and decades, to where finally it just kind of hit a wall to where Spirit is saying, okay, it's time for you to slow down, take assessment of what needs to change. All right, so we run into the Eight of Wands here, which is could bring good news. And it could also mean that things are happening very fast and very rapidly. So let's take a quick look here and look at a few more cards to see what that could be. So I guess that would be part of the good news, is that he's definitely taking stock and assessment of his previous life. He knows that he needs to pay attention. He knows that he needs to change. So that could be the good news, or at least part of it. Okay. Okay, even though he has, been a person that's not had a lot of wisdom, he does have a support system. He does have, a sister, Brandy, and he does have people around him that do support him, that are there for him, to assist him in this time of need. They are rallying around him to help him emotionally, to help him physically. Also, RayJ is a life path 1. So as long as RayJ lives, life path 1s are generally very good with making money, acquiring money, and keeping money. I'm not really seeing any issues with RayJ as far as finances, or so to speak. And if he does have financial problems, I feel like, we got the Magician card. I feel like he'll be able to work his way quickly out of that and be able to be financially secure again. But I'm not really seeing any financial issues. He was also born on January the 17th, which that breaks down to a number 8. 8s are also very good at making money, producing money, and acquiring money. But they have to be careful not to be too materialistic, okay? They have to, one of the lessons in life for an 8 is to make sure that they're taking care of themselves and taking stock of what's really important outside of material things, okay? Okay. He has the Magician card, which came up next. So with the Magician card, that can indicate transformation. So I do feel like in the next coming months, up to a year, depending on how his health goes, and we'll look into that, there could be a transformation that he could possibly make here. Okay? There could be a transformation. We have the Star card, which represents Aquarius, which is hope, faith, and inspiration. So there could be an Aquarius family member or friend around him that really helps him throughout this time. But Spirit says for him to just continue to have hope and faith. Okay. And this is interesting that the faith card is coming up under the Hierophant. So it could be that maybe he is starting to have a spiritual awakening. To where he's starting to realize that there's more to life than fast cars, women, substances. Really, his eyes are being open to making changes here. All right, so we have the Ten of Wands, which is about stress, being imbalanced. I'm seeing that he's extremely imbalanced. That's something that needs to be worked on within himself. He's truly imbalanced. He's going to have to really work on moderation. I feel like he has this thing about him to where once he gets into something, this fast lifestyle, that he does everything too much. And Spirit is saying, whoa, you need to pump the brakes. You need to kind of slow down on things and realize that, if you don't start to kind of slow things down, you're getting older here. You're not, really young, like in your 20s, like you were anymore. So it's time to start slowing things down and stop trying to be like you're in your 20s. Your body is having a hard time recovering and keeping up with you. Okay. And we have the Seven of Cups. So definitely this is a wake-up call. We have the number 444. I'm not sure if you can see that, which is a number of foundations and security. Laying the foundation. So Spirit is saying that there's a lot of dreams and goals that he has set for himself. He is Capricorn, so he is very ambitious, but he just needs to figure out the right path. He needs to figure out, how to take it one step at a time. He really needs to just listen to people. I feel like he has not really been listening to people. Like, people always tell him yes all the time, and nobody really stands up to him and tells him no. And even a few of the people that have told him no, he just simply is not open to listening. That's what I'm seeing here. But he's going to be forced to be able to finally taper things down and do things in moderation and start looking at his future. He is forced at this point. Okay, Spirit. What other cards are you showing me as far as his energy? Ooh, abandoned. Okay. Okay. So RayJ, somebody around his energy could be feeling abandoned. And this could be RayJ's energy too, even though he has a good support system around him. It could be that a lot of the people that he was running with and hanging with have left him out to dry, so to speak. Maybe they're not calling him or hitting him up or, reaching out to let them know, hey man, I hope you're doing okay. Do you need anything? I do feel like there have been several people around him that have walked away or, have just kind of just left him hanging pretty much. Good friends, that people that around him that he thought he was cool with and people that he thought, was going to be there for him. I do see that. So he is also feeling that as well. Okay. Oh, we got the card of perspective. Better off. Happiness and clear headspace. Yes, that directly goes in line with just what we were talking about with the Hierophant and the Star card. Realizing, seeing things from a different perspective, a higher level. I am feeling like there's a higher level here that he's actually starting to see here. I'm also feeling, as I pull his energy, and this is just all alleged. This is just my own personal energetic feelings of what I'm picking up. I'm feeling like somebody has put something on RayJ, whether this is dark magic or maybe they have you know, done something against him in the astral or spiritual realm. Someone that maybe wants to get revenge, or they want to see him go down. I'm picking that up big time. So I'm not sure if RayJ is turning, that could be a part of that spiritual encounter I was just talking about earlier. This is more than just physical, y'all. I'm picking up there's something spiritual here at play. Ooh, realizations, epiphanies, awakenings. Okay. So having realizations about his life, epiphanies, aha moments, and awakenings, just like I mentioned earlier. Starting to see things. Realizing who's really there for you and who is not. Your priorities, his priorities. Okay. This is very interesting. But I'm picking up very strongly, somebody may have put something on him. Okay, fantasy, daydreaming, imagining. Okay, so that goes along with the Seven of Cups, trying to figure out what needs to go, what's a dream, what is reality. That's all about Seven of Cups. Okay, energy. Okay. Intimacy. Okay, so bonding, sensual, confiding. Okay, so there is somebody here close to him that could be in the near future. It could be his wife or a female. And it may not necessarily be his wife, but there is somebody here, a female that he could be colluding with or getting close to intimacy-wise. Not necessarily a sexual thing, but more emotional. So I feel like there is someone there for him in that capacity. Okay. So he's not doing this totally alone. Okay. We'll pull out a couple more. And then we're going to look at the outcome. Okay. Obsession. Okay. So somebody could be feeling obsession in regards to him. Okay. Or this could be addiction. Maybe there could be something that he needs to get rid of, and we know what that means. That he's working on getting treatment for, or working on trying to kick. Oh, twin flames. Okay, so there's a twin flame. It could be his wife. And oftentimes, a lot of times with twin flames, they often don't stay together. Okay. All right. One more. We'll pick one more, and then we'll go to the final outcomes here. Thinking, missing you, craving, desiring you. Okay, so this could be the wife. It could be Princess Love. It could be, but there could be another female that's involved that does miss him. There's definitely a relationship element in this, that he's dealing with somebody. Definitely. And this person is there for him. They are thinking about him. And they are open to rekindling the relationship, or open to being there for him. Wow. Okay, so Spirit, I want to know, what is the outcome of his health? Will things get better? Will things improve? Please show me, Spirit. Okay. That is the health card with balance. Okay. Yes. Ooh, okay. Okay, so we're going to go through these three cards, and then we'll shuffle a couple more for the final outcome. All right. So we have the balance card, or temperance card, which is about health. But it's also about moderation. Again, moderation seems to be quite a theme in this reading. So Spirit is saying that it is going to take time for him to work out his health. And it is possible. It is possible for him to work on his health, but he's got to take things slow and he has got to be patient. That's very important. He's got to take things slow and patient and have moderation, you know, not trying to do every damn thing at once, but take things one day at a time, one step at a time, and also working on one problem at a time. Okay, but I do see there is a possible healing here that could take place for him. I'm still seeing pictures of him possibly needing to see I don't want to say a witch doctor, but somebody that is in the spirit realm that can really help him to release hexes, curses, or you know, basically black magic or any negative energetic residue that is upon his energy, his aura, his life. He needs to see somebody in regards to that. Spirit is showing me that. I think he needs a very good cleansing and detox as well. With King of Swords, this is a card about mental clarity, mental power, and courage. Okay? So he needs to get clear about his life. He needs to sit down and just really take stock. Quit trying to do, you know, go here and go there and talk to 1,000 people. Sit down in a room and just get quiet with himself. I think he's afraid to do that. That scares him, is what Spirit is showing me here. It scares him. We have the transformation card, which is a tower card. So that is fast up changes, upheaval, things that could be total changes, unexpected changes here, chaos, or freedom, or awakening. All right, so we're going to pull 2 more cards. I want to know overall, will his health improve and will he be okay? Okay, will his health improve and will he be okay? Okay. What's the final outcome, Spirit? Ooh, okay. Well, we got 5 of Cups in reverse. Okay. Okay. So, the good news of this is that if he stays on the right path and he starts to work on things one by one, if addiction, which we feel like is there, if he can work on getting rid of that, working with someone who can give him a spiritual cleanse, and also a detox here, continue to take his medicine, slow down in his life. He also could be facing depression. That could be coming up next for him because he is so used to being active and doing all these things. And he's going to have to slow down. So that could give him some discontentment or unhappiness, you know, just temporarily until he can find himself and get himself back on track. Because I feel like he's running and doing all of these things to kind of self-medicate. So to speak, but he's going to have to face himself head on. But I feel like if he does the right things, if he gets spiritual again and starts to connect with his faith, whatever that is, a creator or whatever, you know, whatever religion he chooses to do, and gets close back to the source and gets himself clean, there is hope for him. And we end it here with the 5 of Cups, which is the card of recovery. So it is very possible that RayJ could make a full recovery. I don't think he'll ever be the same as he was physically, but he can pretty much get pretty close to it. So I am seeing that if he does clean up, he can have a whole brand new life and get himself back on track. All right, so that's what I'm seeing for him. I'm predicting that this year that there could be changes. It's gonna take a while for him to really work himself through all of these things. But I do see that he could maintain the rest of this year. He could still keep his vitality, his health. There is a possible, and like I said, I am also seeing, though, with the Tower card, let me backtrack a little bit. There could be another hospitalization or going back into the hospital. But again, like I said, if he continues to take his medicine and get himself, straightened out and work on himself, he can still live, and he can recover, make a full recovery. All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in today. Thank you so much for watching this video. And I'll be doing another celebrity reading pretty soon. So make sure that you be on the lookout for that. And so I hope you guys stay blessed and have a wonderful day. And thank you so much for watching.